Hello, I'm Guillaume, and I've been practicing calisthenics for about 8 to 9 years. And at one time, or one point in my life, I wanted to get rid of my body fat because I wanted to look better and, show off at the beach. And look, I wish that I had this video right here to explain to me or to my younger self on how to like really lose the body fat. So I just wanted to get a quick one in, like a quick video, so it won't really take long. And I'm going to do a workout after this. So yeah, this is how to get rid of the low body fat, or how to get a low body fat percentage. Not get rid of the low body fat, that would not be good. So the first question that I actually have to ask you, or that you have to ask yourself, is why do you want to get to a low body fat percentage? Because it's quite hard. But maybe you are doing it for a competition. So you want to get into a competition, you want to get rid of the body fat because it's extra weight, or you just want to impress other people. My reason was mostly for myself, because I wanted to do for myself and also show other people that it is possible. And but mostly it was for myself. Or you just want to be ready for summer. That's also a good factor, you know. You want to go on the beach, you want to go hiking. For me, it's like I like to rip off my t-shirt and just hike with my six-pack out. It feels fucking amazing. Now, yeah, why do you want to get rid of the low body fat? Ask yourself this, because once you get into it, once you start this journey, it's hard. I can tell you that. But how long will it take? How long will it actually take to get you to that desired result? It depends on how effective your roadmap is. So, how is each step by step for you? What do you need to follow, and how good will you follow it? Do you have a program, or will you just do it out of your head? Because if you're going to just improvise, yeah, won't be that effective. Now, are you sticking to the basics, and how much muscle do you have? We're going to go deeper into that. And how much calories are you consuming, and how well is your sleep, and what kind of training are you doing? Now, to determine for you how long it will take, it depends. Now, if you're, let's say, a baby, you know, not really a baby, but a baby in the knowledge on how to get rid of the body fat. Now, if you don't have any muscle, you don't have any muscle, you know, you're skinny fat, or you're just really fat and you don't have any muscle underneath that. You don't know how to train, you never trained, and you don't know how to count your calories. Now, that's going to take about 5 to 6 months if you want to get onto a low body fat percentage. It might even take longer if you don't have a program or a roadmap, or a step by step on how to get there. Now, a recruit, you know, you're a recruit, probably take about 4 to 5 months. You have some muscle, you know. If you have some muscle, you know, or maybe not, but you know how to develop muscle, but you're not training effectively. You do some training, you do some cardio, you go running, you go cycling, you do some swimming, you go to the gyms from time to time, but you're not training effectively. And you don't really count your calories. That's going to take 4 to 5 months. But you need everything, you know? You need everything. You need muscle, you need effective training, and you need to count your calories. But we're going to go deeper into that. Now, a soldier, that's about 3 to 4 months, and that's when you have some decent muscle. Uh, you do train effectively, but you don't count your calories. You're not really aware. You're not really mindful of what you're eating. And let's say you're an officer, that's about 2 to 3 months. You have enough muscle, and you're training effectively, and you're counting your calories, and you're just mindful of what you're eating. It's going to take 2 to 3 months, and it depends on how much fat you already have, but it might even take less. Depends on how much you're in a deficit. how much muscle do you have? Now, the amount of muscle depends on the amount of calories you will burn. So the more muscle, the less fat, and the more muscle, the more calories you will burn. The more you get to eat as well. So the more muscle, the easier actually. So if you want to go for the long term and you don't want to drop in fat like for a quick fix, I do not promote any quick fixes. Get rid of any coach or influencer that promotes quick fixes. It doesn't work. You need to be consistent. But if you want in the long term, you should focus on muscle building. That's the most important thing. Now, how to build muscle is you need to stay within the 8 to 12 rep range, and you need to push hard and then increase your repetitions. And when you increase your repetitions, it means that you're pushing hard and that you are building muscle because the exercise is getting easier and your muscles are adapting. Now, you have to go back into the 8 to 12 rep range by increasing the difficulty. And how to increase the difficulty is when you go into the gym, you actually increase the weights. And let's say you're benching 60 kilograms, then you're going to add 5 kilograms to that, and you're going to see that you drop in repetitions. And some people think like, oh fuck, I drop again repetitions. It's not fun anymore. It's like nicer that you're above 12 repetitions. Some people stay above 12 repetitions all the time, and then they ask themselves like, oh, I can't build muscle. You need to use progressive overload. You need that. You need to drop back down again and make it harder again. It may never be easy. Now, how effective is your program? Rely on a program that targets your muscle fibers as much as possible. So the more muscle that you target, the more muscle that you will build. And like calisthenics and weightlifting is ideal. You need to use progressive overload, like we mentioned, and that staying in the 8 to 12 rep range. And don't rely on cardio as your primary goal. Some people think they need to go running. I see so many people in my hometown, and it's like, okay, it's like 2 months before summer. I see all of them are going to run. But that's so bad, It's not bad because you are going out. You go out in nature, you're running, it's good, it's everything perfect. You're going out, you're doing something with your life. But the thing is, even if you will diet, and dieting is so bad as well, but if you diet and you do so much cardio, you're going to drop in weight and you're going to drop in muscle. That's why calisthenics, strength training, and weightlifting is so important, that you maintain your muscle. You need muscle. Remember, muscle, the more muscle you have, the easier it gets. So you can top it off with cardio. I'm not saying that you cannot do cardio because it is healthy for you. It is good for you. But don't set it as your primary goal. You can top it off with high intensity trainings, like 25 minutes is more than enough. And what a high intensity training is where you 3 minutes, like you have 5 minutes, and you do that like 5 times 5. And okay, I hope this won't be difficult to understand, but each 5 minutes you're going to do 3 minutes of high intensity. You don't stop, you don't take any rest, and then for the remaining 2 minutes of that 5 minutes in total, you will rest. So 3 minutes high intensity, you get your heart rate up, and then 2 minutes that you don't do anything. Don't do anything, you just rest. And then you repeat that 5 times until you are at a 25 full length of your workouts, like a high intensity workout. That is really good. Now, you can top it off with running, swimming, like once every week, or like every 2 weeks, can maybe two. But yeah, like calisthenics, strength training, weightlifting, that should be your primary goal. and use progressive overload. That's how you get efficiency. Now, mindful eating, you need to eat high in protein. So each meal needs to be high in protein. So determine your protein goal and hit it every day if possible. You won't hit it every day. I don't hit it every day. Don't like stress over that, but just be consistent with protein intake. Be mindful that you need to intake protein, and to make it easy, you just add a source of protein to each meal. And you can even top it off with a protein shake. That like that you're going to like really hit it normally. Look at the labels of the foods that you are buying. So when you're in the grocery store, grab the food that you want to buy and look at the label and see how much protein there is, how much carbs there are, how many sugar there is in the food, and then take another food like from the same like if you have beef and you have two different companies, but beef is going to be high in protein. Like let's take cornflakes. Take the two boxes, look at the two food labels, and see how much protein is in that one and how much protein is in the other one. You're going to become mindful of what products you should choose. Do not solely rely on the protein, also look at how much calories there are. Now, because you're going to have to count your calories, so determine your caloric maintenance with an online calculator. Go online and just search on Google, have a calculator, and determine your calorie maintenance. And then you have to add, a 400 to 300 deficit to it. So you're going to decrease your maintenance calories. So for example, if you have 2,300 maintenance calories, that's what you are burning on a daily basis to just maintain your weight. Decrease that with 300. 400 is actually a lot. You're going to feel that. The sweet spot is 300, but if you want to go have a quicker result, add 400 deficit to it. So for example, it would be 1,900 then, and but don't go any lower than that. And use tools to make it easier. So grab yourself a scale to weigh your food to see like, okay, I'm going to eat 70 grams of rice, and then use just simple mathematics, look at the label of the rice, see that, okay, 70 grams, how much calories is going to be, because 100 grams is 350 calories. Then how much is 70 calories, 70 grams? How much calories is that? And it's just simple mathematics. You're smart enough to do that. Don't worry about that. It's hard at first. I struggled with that. It's a bit confronting, and it takes up a lot of time in the beginning. But eventually, when you do that consistently for 3 months, you can literally see which foods you should consume and what not, and how much you should consume. And eventually, you actually don't really need to count your calories anymore. And use an app to track your food. It's really useful. So just grab an app on your phone, like MyFitnessPal. There are also other apps that you can use. Just use something that you find to be suitable for you, that you like to use, because you're going to use it a lot for those 3 months or 6 months even. And just fill it in there, and then you can see how much you get to eat or how much you just went over. Don't worry about the first week. Just get used to it, track it, weigh it, and see what your calories are. Just get used to it. Don't stress over it. You're going to fail. That's normal. Now, sticking to the basics is so important. What we just discussed are the basics, and you should stick to them. And whenever you feel that you have to change something, whenever you feel that you have to change something that we just went over, you are looking for a quick fix or looking for a way out, because it will be hard, and you need to be consistent through doubt. So whenever you have doubts, whenever you have fear, whenever you think it's not going to work, don't worry. Don't, just stay consistent, because you haven't tried it yet. You can't see where the long-term result will be. Just be consistent. I can tell you, I did it. I've gotten a result from it. You can too. It's that easy. Or it's not easy in the beginning. It will get easier over time. You will get there, and time shouldn't be your concern. So what we just went over, if you think like you're the officer, like 2 to 3 months, even less, that I said, don't rely on that. Don't think like, okay, it's like 1 month and still didn't drop, or I'm still not to my ideal weight. Like he's lying. No, be consistent. Don't put a time frame on it. Just be consistent. Change your lifestyle, change your habits, change your routine, and stick to it. And eventually your whole reality will change, and there is no other way for you to get the result, if you know what I mean. Now, don't go on the scale every day. Don't go on the scale, and don't micromanage. Don't like always look at your weight. Just once every week or once every 2 weeks is more than enough. You can look at the mirror maybe once every week. Don't rely on it, because you will feel depressed if you're going to micromanage. Always looking at the outcome, at the outputs. Just be focused on the inputs. Be focused on sticking to the basics, and be focused on being consistent. That's it. I said it was quick, and I'm not lying. Look, be consistent. Use this. Go over it again if you think that you haven't fully grasped it. Sometimes I do it. For me, when I want to teach something, I just go over it 2, 3 times. It's not to boost the views. Don't be worried about that. I'm not asking you to do anything. I'm just here for you, to help you. So, yeah, I think that's it. I'm gonna get ready for my workout, and yeah, thank you for watching. I hope this helped you. Go ahead and look at the description if you want to follow me on Instagram, and or you can just binge watch my other YouTube videos if you want more information. But don't overload yourself with information. Um, you need action. You need the present moment and action. That's what you need. But you do need vision and know what you need to do, but eventually you'll know what to do. And if you're still like on YouTube for like 2 to 3 hours trying to search for the solution, I just gave it to you right now. That's what you need to do. Be consistent, use the present moment, use the now, use your time, and yeah, see you in the next one. Bye bye.